Touch Gloves Boxing, I go by the name of Biyenge, feature yours truly, Trey. When you're ready.
Go.
Hello?
Yo, what you saying, cuz?
There's a lot to talk about. Let's just go straight in.
You just want to go straight into it,
Oh,
yeah?
yes, indeed.
Nah. It's serious business right now, innit, man? So, cuz, like you said, we're going straight down to business. This is what we do at Touch Gloves Boxing, of course. Look, we've enjoyed a tremendous weekend, and we've just seen a shocker. To some, anyway, but to the world, of course, we saw that Canelo Alvarez suffers a shock defeat to Dmitry Bivol, successfully defended his title. Cuz, let's get straight into it, man. What's your thoughts?
Well, first of all, I feel that Bivol got disrespected the whole way from the whole build up. Think about it. Eddie Hearn was talking about, after Bivol, he'll fight Triple G. After Triple G, then he'll fight the winner. He may fight the winner of Boatsi and Craig, or he may fight a Ryder. Already, they're overlooking their opponent. See the mistake that a lot of people make? They overlook their opponent. Secondly, now, correct me if I'm wrong, I'm very, very confused. Bivol, he's the champion, right? The
Yep,
light heavyweight champion, right?
yep.
Now, why is he walking out first? It should be the champion walking out second, right? It should be the
Trust,
challenger coming out to the ring first.
trust.
And thirdly, bro, like, no national anthem, nothing.
Oh yeah, they
And not
didn't
even
even
that,
mention
not even
anything.
that,
Yeah.
not even that. He lost. He technically doesn't have to fight Canelo. Because think of it, he is the champion who defended his belt, right? And he's
Yep.
undefeated. If he was to lose the fight, then yeah, I need a rematch, blah, 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 blah. But yeah, man, listen, it was a good fight. Big up Canelo, but that was an ass whooping, man.
Big ass
Listen,
whooping, like, oi, cuz.
mate, from round 1 to 12, I'll probably give Canelo about 2, 3 round max. But
Mm,
listen, the whole game plan, I'm not gonna lie, me myself, I spoke to one of my friends. I said, Canelo fighting Bivol, it's gonna be an easy fight for Canelo. It's gonna be light work for him. But nah, he took him to places. He gave him a good hiding. Um, it, I think Canelo should stick to his lane. Just stay at 168. It's going to light heavyweight, yeah. It's just not for him. Not even that. He had the audacity to talk about going to cruiserweight to fight
McCarthy.
Markel for the WBC. He would have given him a whooping.
Oh
Hey,
man, he would have gone there to eat.
see,
McCarthy.
here's the thing. I get confused. These boxers, right? They're boxers, yeah, and then they're superstars. I don't know what it is, yeah, but someone's gassing them where they think he had the audacity to say it. He wants to fight Usyk in catchweight. Listen,
Man, gosh, man. Man,
no
gosh, man.
disrespect, but come on, man. Like, I know you're a
Crazy.
star. I know you're big. I know you're global. This and that, but come on, man. Reality. Come on.
It's crazy,
But
cuz.
no, but the thing is, yeah, it's just like, look, what I tend to find annoying now is like, whenever there's a big fight, yeah, and obviously Canelo's the A side, it's like your opponent, you're overlooking him already. It's like, yeah, he's just an opponent, he's just there for the payday. Bro, he gave my ass whooping,
Yep.
and not even that, yeah, he had jokes at the end. He said, people said, yeah, I'm sorry, I think I ruined your party with a Triple G. This is
Cuz that's
jokes.
when I knew this guy's got banter. Love that, man. Love
But
that, man.
Canelo, well, I don't know, but he's saying that he wants a rematch. Now, technically, he doesn't really have to, fight Bivol again because he's got nothing to prove. End of the day, look, he's undisputed in super middleweight. He came up, challenged himself because obviously before he fought, who was it again? He beat for the light
Kovalev.
heavy. Yeah, yeah. So he probably thought it's gonna be one of those. It's gonna be a light work, but nah. Got a taste of his medicine last night. But well, here's the thing: if there was a rematch, would it be that they want Bivol to come down to 168.
No, man. Why is he people gonna
I don't know.
make
I don't know.
people
I'm
money?
saying because obviously what Bivol's saying is saying that if there's a rematch, they need to negotiate. He needs more money because
Yeah,
technically, don't get me wrong, he got paid, but obviously
yeah,
Canelo got paid more money.
yeah. No,
Right.
definitely, because like 100%, I agree with you. Like in a sense where, look, he's the champion. Yes, he was disrespected. Firstly for coming into the ring first, which in a sense is a disrespect in itself. But it, it's just politics, man. Obviously, Canelo's the pound for pound king. He's the commercial star, the superstar. He's obviously the guy that's bringing the numbers, obviously his matchrooms and sort of the zones pointed out there. So these are, but Bivol is also part of matchroom, isn't it? So how, that's why I don't understand why he didn't come out second as well. And the national anthem, like,
But you
mad.
got to think, yeah. Remember Canelo, he's the superstar, isn't it? So obviously
A
superstar,
side.
and plus it
Mm.
was is it Cinco de Mayo or what's it Cinco
Cinco
de?
de Mayo, yeah,
There you
weekend, yeah,
go.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Boy, not even that, bro. The judge, what
Wow.
what was the judge thinking? 11,
Oh,
13, 11, 15.
oh, oh,
Sorry,
oh.
apology, sorry. 113 and 1115. Bro, like what all three of them,
All three of them.
Yeah. Listen,
Wait,
it,
why
it,
did they? How did they make it so close when like when we watched the fight,
because
like
superstar was losing in it, so they had to.
oh
Do you know what I mean?
no man,
It was amazing, man. And the thing is, one thing that I like about Bivol, one thing he said, look, in life, yeah, a lot of people wrote him off in it. You got self belief. You have to believe in yourself. And look,
mm,
he fought the pound for pound. Do you know what I mean? And he done extremely well.
yeah,
Yeah. Like, look,
big up, man.
Canelo got beat him by the better man.
Mm.
But it just makes you think, like, imagine if the light heavyweight opponents here in the UK had challenged Canelo and beat Canelo. Whoo, they'll be on cloud nine.
Cause I reckon some of them would have retired, man, after a payday like that, man, from Canelo. Cause it's crazy, man. It's crazy, and like the fight in general. Cause I'm not even gonna lie to you. I definitely feel that Bivol was just dominant from round
Mm.
1 to 12. Like he was just dominant. He was smart. Bivol's trainers obviously said before the fight that they studied Kovalev's fight with Canelo as well. They saw the game plan that he implemented for that fight, and clearly he executed the plan perfectly because he didn't allow, Canelo to, get him to engage in certain contests. Like obviously you saw in the fight where I'm not too sure. I think it was the fourth round. Just correct me if I'm wrong. There was a moment when, Canelo was against the ropes, and he was obviously saying to Bivol, "Yeah, come, 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 come," and then Bivol, it seemed like for a second he froze and was like, "No, I'm not playing your game. You come out there, come out the ropes." And then, then he obviously done his exchange, and cause like Bivol just showed his experience. He showed why he's the champion. He was strong. He was very, very intelligent in the ring. The way he moved around the ring was well. Cause I think it was a masterclass, man. I'm never gonna lie to you. Like I think he did a masterclass, and he showed that. Look, not every small guy can come up and take the mick. Like he showed that, yo, I'm a light heavyweight champion. Don't try test me. And look, he did it. He did it. And big up Bivol, man. Big up Bivol. Big up, man. Because obviously a lot of people wrote him off. Like most of the media wrote him off. Eddie Hearn wrote him off. Everyone wrote him off. Everyone was looking forward to Triple G. Everyone was looking at everything. And then look, he just comes and just. That's why I loved what he said at the end. He was like, "Look, I'm sorry for ruining the Triple G fight, but you know
Bro,
what I mean? Big up,
it's
man.
not even that. It's Eddie Hearn. He was annoyed. he, was,
You
he
know it
wasn't
was angry.
expecting that at all.
No
He
one
was
was,
not
man.
expecting
You
that
weren't
at all.
ready.
He's thinking, oh my gosh. But then again, if they, have a rematch, it makes sense. Well, it doesn't really, but it would generate more money.
Yeah, it would. It would.
More
Yeah,
money.
I think
It
it
would
would be
definitely generate
massive.
more money.
But where
I,
would you do it? Where would you do it, guys? The
ooh,
rematch. If there were, let's say, Eddie Hearn just says to Bivol, look, whatever you want, he gives them a blank check and says, look, whatever you want, just put it down so you can have this rematch with Canelo. But
do you know what?
what?
It'd be nice to have it here, you know.
Oh, yeah.
It's
Where?
something
What?
different, isn't it?
What stadium you think? What? Wembley?
Wembley or O2 Arena.
You know what? I'm not gonna lie. Even though Wembley is great, like
Yeah,
I absolutely love it, like in terms of the
yeah,
atmosphere, everything.
yeah.
I like O2. O2 is more of a. It feels
Mm-hmm.
like it's a scrap,
Mm-hmm.
scrap ring. Do you, I don't not in a negative way, but it's like it's more enclosed.
Mm.
I feel like the audience is much more closer to the ring as well, man, and
I know what
the
you mean. I
energy.
know. I
Yeah,
know what you
you know
mean.
what I mean. Like it's very enclosed, man, and it's like perfect for a scrap, man. And I would absolutely love to see a major fight at the O2. I think we've obviously said it a few times at the pod,
Mm.
man, and I'm just hoping that one day someone's gonna listen to us, or we actually create an opportunity where a fight like this could happen at the O2, man. We need something like that to happen, definitely.
But on if they were to rematch, what changes does Canelo have to make to beat Bivol?
He has to start off fast, cause like this whole, you know, wait for 6 rounds and you know feel like his opponent in a sense and just try to get his opponent tired. Because obviously it worked with Kovalev, it worked with a few guys that he's obviously fought in the past. It seemed like that was his only plan, like and because that plan's worked, they say that when something's good, don't change it. I think Canelo
But
was
the
just at
only
that
thing
that
is,
moment.
but remember, this is light heavyweight.
Yeah.
Canelo going fast, he'll gas out. Further, he wasn't even gassed out during the fight.
Yeah, he was gone.
He was
That's what I'm
tired.
saying, cuz like if he was gone from that, like, why? Is it something that maybe he needs to work on stamina and power, maybe, so he could, maybe have the strength and the power to get the job done pretty early? Or is it a situation where it's just pure endurance, man, where he could, instead of sitting back for the first 6 rounds, he could, apply a little bit more pressure, go forward more, and be the aggressor? I think like the best form of defense is attack, in my opinion, man. And I think
Mm.
going forward and just getting in his face, maybe who knows, that can be the game plan that can beat Bivol. But a lot of people need to remember as well, like Bivol. Do you know, cuz that this is his 11th title defense, cuz. So this
Oh,
guy, yeah, cuz this is 11th title defense.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, cuz this guy's been defending his belt for a minute. Like, so obviously he was waiting for this big fight, of course. But look, he's an experienced champion, man. So the way he fought yesterday was very champion-like in a sense where he's been there, he's done it before. He didn't let the occasion, get the best of him because look, this is the biggest fight that he's ever had. But it seemed like the occasion didn't phase him at all. It was just a normal boxing match, man.
Wow, 11th title
11.
defense.
Yeah, cuz.
Because with one thing that he said was that he doesn't really care about Canelo now. Like he's done. He wants to unify his division. I can
Mm.
actually see him if he was to. I can actually see him moving up to cruiserweight.
Cruiserweight. Ooh, yeah, that would be interesting, man. That would actually be interesting.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it would
Who
give
do you
people.
who do you, who do you set him up with if you're sort of a matchmaker or manager in
Um,
this situation?
React Paul.
Ooh, yeah. Ooh.
Yeah,
But would you want to put him with like maybe one of the champions? Like
yeah, possibly. Yeah. You all Makabu.
this the one Canelo wanted, didn't it? Was that
Listen,
ever gonna happen, cuz? Like let's be
listen.
real, man.
Everybody got gassed. Yeah, when they said, "Oh, he's moving up to cruiserweight to challenge Makabu for the WBC." I said to myself, "Nah. He's taking the biscuit." because at the end of the day, Makabu's cruiserweight. Like, he's a serious opponent.
Yep.
You
We
know,
saw what happened with Bellew.
serious.
Like he gave him problems, man. Even though obviously Bellew
Yeah,
emphatically won his
uh,
title, but the knockdown that he gave Bellew made him do a roly poly.
yeah,
Like even Bellew said himself that that shot, was powerful, man.
yeah. I
Imagine
mean,
what
like,
that can do to someone else.
that's what I'm saying. You know, that's what I say. You don't play boxing. Boxing serious. I
Trust
mean,
me.
everyone's trying to copy. What's his name? What's his name? Who moved up to heavyweight?
Roy Jones Jr. Cuz
There you go.
he's the
There you go.
real legend. Like I need sometimes we just need to break it down to some of the viewers that might not know how great this guy is. So he moved up from 154, so this is light middleweight, all the way up to heavyweight, yeah, and won the world championship, man. Cuz like he's the only fighter in history to do that, man. So I
Yeah, but
do
maybe
see,
I
yeah,
think that's what Canelo's trying to do.
yeah, of course.
I believe, once all the big boys are gone, then eventually he could fight the new young cats and then win a belt, win a heavyweight belt. Yeah, that's in the near future because
Mm.
Jake Paul wants to fight Canelo in the next 2 to 3 years time. He believes they'll beat him.
Boy, boy.
Bro, I'm not gonna lie. Imagine a YouTuber beats Canelo in two
Cuz
years time.
it's done, man.
Right? Huh?
Social media's done, man. Cuz it's done. It's done, bro. I mean, it's done not as in like everything was shut down. I mean, like it's gonna go off the roof, like in terms of what he's gonna bring viewers wise, man. So yeah, it's just crazy, man. It's crazy. It's crazy. Yeah, cuz man, let me just quickly just big up our viewers, big up everyone who's obviously watching the show right now. I just want to quickly run through this comment. Obviously, big up iBoxing Hub. Thank you so much for viewing, tuning into the show. Obviously, iBoxing Hub saying Canelo was 4-0 up against Bivol on the three official, obviously, judges' scorecards of the 4 rounds. Cuz, do you agree with iBoxing Hub? Look, big up for this comment, man.
Yeah, no, thanks for the comment, but nah, I think it was when I was watching the fight, it looked like Canelo only won 3 rounds because Bivol controlled majority of all of the rounds.
Mm, mm, mm.
But I don't know. I mean, he got beaten by the better man,
Yeah,
and the points that the judges gave it was ridiculous. The scores, it was ridiculous.
cause like this, we've obviously said it off air a few times, man. But obviously, I'm more than happy to address it on here. Like, it's just going to be a constant cycle because there's no official sort of score sheet on how to score matches. So it's basically down to the judge's preference at the end of the day, man. So if they like an aggressor, they'll choose the aggressor. If they like someone who, lands more shots, then they're going to choose the person that lands more shots or the person who throws the more punches. It's just crazy in terms of the judges, man. And I just don't understand why. Like, but look, cuz man, I gotta run through this comment right here. Big up, big up, big up, Mark, man. Mark's always the regular on here, man. So big up. He's obviously saying, "Good evening, BNG. What's with the sunglasses?" Look, it's Mr. Sports Entertainment's thing, but look, I'm gonna let I'm gonna let my cuz man obviously answer that, man. Big up,
It's
Mark.
been a long day, Mark. Speak to you tomorrow.
Love that, love that, love that, man. But it's crazy. Look, the scorecards were mad. And also just the fight itself, cuz like, how would you rate the overall event, cuz? How would you rate the overall
Overall,
event?
it was good. The overall event was good, but the main event was just on fire. Like that,
Mm,
I must say that was pay per view. That was pay per view
it was
worth.
worth it. It was
It was,
worth it.
yeah, value for money,
Yeah,
100.
big up Matchroom, big up Eddie Hearn, big up the Zone. Like they're always doing a tremendous job in terms of delivering great coverage. So look, absolutely loved it. I'm not gonna lie, it was a great event. And look, big up Bivol as well. Like the world doubted him, and he obviously got the job done. He showed why he's the champion. And yeah, cuz man, I'm just excited, man. Like, what's gonna be next? Like, I'm just wondering, like, what is gonna be next? What's the next? Actually, cuz, let me ask you, what's the next big event that we've got happening? Like, obviously,
I
boxing
believe
basics.
so. You've got next week. You've got Charlo v Castano for the undisputed.
Castano. Oh,
Yes,
that's
yes.
number two, in it. That's number two,
Number
right?
three. They're running it back. Yes,
Ooh, running it. I
running
love
it
it,
back.
man. I love it because obviously the
Running
first
it
one
back.
was a draw. Like, what did you think about the first one? Cause like it was a bit questionable the
Do you
first
know
one,
what?
innit?
Ah, it was close, but I think Castano was a few inches on top on points. But
Mm,
but we'll see. Rematch now. No excuse. We will have an undisputed super welterweight champion. So
yeah, yeah,
rock and
yeah.
roll, rock and roll.
Yeah, and look, like if you look at it from a sort of coach's perspective, Derek James, by the end of the year, he could have two undisputed champions if you know if Errol
Ooh,
Spence, gets the job done. If that fight does happen, the Crawford fight, if that does happen, then you got obviously this fight here, Charlo and Castano. Imagine he could have two undisputed champions in his stable, man. That's
mm,
incredible achievement, man. That
mm,
for me deserves trainer of the decade in a sense, man. The fact
indeed,
that he could potentially have these two undisputed champions, and it's massive, massive as well.
indeed, yeah,
Mm.
indeed. I think I'm just thinking about Triple G now because obviously you're waiting for Canelo. I
Yeah,
think I
what
think
happened?
Triple G should fight Eubank Jr.
Yes, thank you. Cause I've been waiting for. Look, like no disrespect to Chris Eubank Jr., man, but why are you calling? Why are you calling up for Kell Brook, man? Like, this guy's retiring. I'm happy he's retired. Chase championships, man. And Triple G right now, for me, is a big fight. And I think that's what he needs. For his legacy, he needs a
Yeah,
world title, cuz, man.
I think reason why he chased the Special K. Well, sorry, what's his name again? Kell Brook. Because I think financially he would have made more money that
Mm,
fight. Fighting Triple G, yes, he'll make money, but not as much as money he'll be making with Kell Brook. It'll sell out here, Manchester Arena, or even O2 Arena. But there's an opportunity. He can fight Triple G, or he can challenge Charlo.
ooh, and look, man, look. Also, this is also a good one as well. Big up iBoxing Hub as well, man. Your comments are tremendous at the minute. Billy Joe Saunders versus Triple G.
Ooh,
Like,
do you know what?
that's
Not gonna lie, I don't know what's going on with Billy Joe because I think
yeah,
Eddie Hearn said he's got one more fight on the zone. So hopefully, but then he's been out of the ring for like a year.
trust me.
He's
Trust
been
me.
inactive for a year, so I
Yeah.
don't know. I think personally it makes sense for Triple G and Eubank Jr. to run it,
That'll be a top fight for me.
and
Run
then
that in the UK.
could then put then what's his name? Billy Joe Saunders can challenge the winner, but I think he needs a warm up fight or something because it's been a year.
Yeah, it has been. No, to be fair, I do agree. It has been. It has been a year. It has been a year as well. Ooh, cuz look, I boxing hub. I'm not gonna lie. It's first putting on some good comments, man. I'm not gonna lie. What do you think about this? Cuz Richards performed better against Bivol than Canelo.
Do you know what?
Do
It's
you
funny you
think?
ask me the question because Bivol said in his interview, he said his last opponent, I believe it was Richards. He said he wasn't really on it because he wanted like to challenge the likes of Canelo pound for pound, so he just fought for the sake of fighting him. But
Mm,
yesterday he displayed like he was on the next level. So I don't know. I mean, I don't know. I don't know because that fight, it was. I mean, look, Bivol was winning anyway on points,
mm, mm.
but I don't know. I mean, if anything, they should run it back. That's if
Ooh,
if
if he
if
gets past
he
Buatsy,
gets
innit?
past Kawatsi, then he can run it back, and then
Yeah, that would be absolutely massive. Like, just, whew, I'm just thinking about what we've potentially got. Like in terms of boxing, like, cuz like we've got so many
you've
events
got
that's coming back. Like, it's mad.
you've got Triple D challenging. I've forgotten his name. The
Trevor
WB.
Bryan.
Yes, in America.
Oh, the super. WBA champion, isn't it, or something?
No,
Is he
no, no.
this?
WBA regular belt.
Oh, he's the regular. Oh, yeah, he's regular. No, forgive me.
Yes,
Yeah, he is the regular. Yeah.
that should be happening. I believe is it June or July? But yeah, it's happening anyway. It's happening in America.
Is it happening in the States? Okay, yeah, no, that's perfect. That's perfect platform for Daniel Dubois. But what I'm thinking, what's going to happen with George Joyce then? Because I think George Joyce is above him, no? In terms of,
So you know what? When it comes
yeah,
to boxing, mate, it just gets confusing because Joe Joyce, I believe, is he number one for the WBO? I think.
yeah, he's number
And I
one
think.
somewhere,
I think.
definitely.
I think. What's his name? Joseph Parker. I think he's number two. That's why them two are fighting. Because
Which makes
obviously, the
sense.
belts are tied up at the moment, so no, you might as well be active then. Just so it should be interesting. I mean, if Fury's retired, number one will be Wilder, and I think number two might be Otto Wallen. So
What,
it could be,
WBC?
I believe so, yeah. So
Ooh.
it could be if Fury vacates, it could be Wilder fighting Otto Wallen. Oh, that'll be dangerous, man. That'll be
Oh,
dangerous.
man, that'll be dangerous, man.
That'll be a
I,
dangerous fight.
I'm not gonna lie, man. I see. It's bad to say, it, man, but I see a Brazil happening again, man.
You know, and
I
not even
see.
that. It like I said it before. I said if Wilder comes and fights and beats Otto Wallen or whoever it is,
Whoever it is, yeah, for the
and then
WBC
challenge
belt.
the winner of Usyk and AJ, and it becomes undisputed. What a story, mate! What a story. Do you know what I
Done.
mean? You
He
know,
could retire because
two fights. That's it. He's
two
done.
fights that he's done.
Woo.
That'll
And
be
then the
what a
belts will be
comeback as well.
scattered all around. The belts will be dished. It's
That's
mad.
when
It's
you will
mad. It's
see probably Joe Dress fight for one of the
mad.
belts, and then you see I don't know, like there's a few heavyweights, cause
Yeah, of
there's
course,
a
of
few
course, of course.
guys. You probably might see Lawrence Okoli, the source, come up at one point if he, does his thing.
Of course.
Yeah,
There
cause
might even be
there's
a heavyweight champion right now in Congo who wins the belt.
big up.
You
Yeah,
know,
man. We need to see that, man. We need to see that. Makabu, what do you think? Would he go up to heavyweight?
nah. I think he has to cruiserweight. Heavyweight is a different ball game, you know.
I know, man. I know. I'm so desperate to see a Congolese heavyweight champion, man. We need it, man. We've had the Rumble in the Jungle in Zaire, man. I know that's
Mm.
been time ago, man. But the fact that we've had such a historic like fight in our country, surely, man, we could have a champion one day, man.
You never know, mate. You never
Yeah,
know.
you never know. You never know, man. Obviously,
I
we've
mean,
got the
look, Jake
yeah. Sorry,
Paul. He believes he'll become world champion one day.
you know what? Like, it just goes back to what you're saying, what Bivol was saying. Like, if you believe in yourself, like, go for it. So big up for him just having his beliefs, of course, man. And look, you got to give him credit. He's in a ring. He's obviously trying to get those professional fighters, but he's not being able to get the Tommy Fury fight because, like, before anything, before world titles, before Canelo, like I want to see him in the ring against Tommy Fury because I just feel that that's the battle of the sort of the social media guys, if that sort of makes sense. Because obviously Tommy Fury, Love Island, he's been able to gain some popularity
I believe
there.
it'll happen. If not
Yeah,
this year, then next year.
yeah, that would be a fight that we would want to see. That it's
Mm.
clearly personal. Them two have been going back and forth and stuff like that, man. And yeah, man, it'll be good to see. And look, Mark, big up Mark for this comment as well. We need a rumble in the jungle. Yes, of course, man. We need rumble in the jungle too. I think we've even said it in a few pods in the past. Initially, I wanted Wilder versus AJ in Nigeria for Rumble in the Jungle too. That's what I wanted. Have Wizkid, Burner Boy, bring out the fighters. That's the sort of vibe I wanted, man. But you know what? Let's see what the future holds, man. Who knows what's gonna happen?
Indeed.
Yeah, no, definitely. Obviously, we've got a few minutes left in our show anyway, man. I just wanted to just put out there as well, man. Look, you obviously heard the news about Kell Brook, the special one. He's obviously announced his retirement. Look, cuz like just a quick one just before you go. Like, what
Mm.
is your most memorable Kell Brook fight that you remember that he's had? For you,
Nah, him and Amir Khan. That's a memorable fight. Kell Brook and Amir Khan.
That was the fight that was pending for years, cuz like
What did he say? Is it chocolate brownie?
chocolate brownie, chocolate brownie. You proper. You know what's so funny? There's the press conference here when he had it with Spence in it, and it was like, "Look, I'm gonna give you the chocolate brownie," and Spence was looking at him like, "What is the chocolate brownie?" It's like, "Yep, this is gonna be in your chin." I was just like, he's a real G, man. I love the guy, man. Absolutely, he's a character, man. In terms of the welterweight in the UK, he's definitely number one. I don't see anyone sort of above him. And obviously, you got Conor Benn. Conor Benn's the next guy up now. I reckon he's going to be the guy that's obviously going to take his place. But it will be interesting to see what happens now. Like, what's going to happen with the welterweight division? Obviously, you've got Conor Benn representing the UK. He needs to eventually have those sort of big fights that's coming up. I'm sure Eddie Hearn's got that planned. But look, last little comment just before we go. That big up iBoxing Hub. We obviously love the fact that you're getting involved in the discussions. Have you guys seen Meet the Khans? The series showed Amir Khan had obviously issues with his right shoulder before the fight. Ooh,
Do you know what? It's funny you say that. Yes,
yeah.
I remember.
You did say it, cuz.
It was during the weigh-in. I said there's something wrong with his arm.
You did say it. You did say it.
And I what I think he was injured going into that fight. I don't think he was 100%. I mean, okay, to be fair, nobody's 100% going in the fight, but I think he had an injury there. So hence why maybe that's why he wanted to run it back again with Kell Brook. But you know, it is what it is, man. It's done now. If anything, Amir Khan, if anything, he should retire. If not, then he should fight Conor Benn. Then that'd be a big fight.
Yeah, it'll be a big fight, but I don't think Khan wants it, man. With
Well, I mean, look, end of the day, look, I mean, who else is out there for Khan to fight? He's done it all. He's achieved
He's done it
all,
all, man. I honestly think that he's got nothing else to prove to no one. Like, you know, he's a respectable boxer. He's put in his graft. He's obviously silver medalist for the country. There's nothing. He's been a world champion. Like, look, there's nothing he needs to achieve, man. Like, I think he can retire good now. Like, in my opinion, in my personal opinion, now that Kell Brook's retired, I think he can retire as well, man. So they can just both chill out, man, and just do their thing, and let the young bucks, such as obviously Conor Benn and the rest of the fighters, just take over, man. It'll be interesting to see what happens there, man. But look, cuz man, obviously we're coming up to the end of the show. Of course, we a little bit went over time, but look, it's good energy. Like, we have to thank obviously the viewers who's obviously viewed in. Like, thank you so much for the comments. And yeah, cuz like, what's your, like, before we sort of go, like, if you was to rate the fight out of 10, the Bivol Canelo fight, like, what
10.
would you rate it, man? 10.
10.
Love that.
10.
Love that. Love that. Yeah,
10.
love that, man. Love that. It was massive. It was massive, man. So, all right, look, how are you gonna end this, cuz? Like, obviously,
I'm gonna end this on a positive way. Do you know what I mean? Like, you know, everybody have a productive week next week, and remember, you know, to believe in yourself, and remember to like, share, and subscribe. And I go by the name of Biyenge, and featuring yours Truly Tre, and we're out. Take care. Goodbye.
We're out. And look, just before you go as well, people are probably asking, why has he got the Man United shirt after they lost? Win, lose, or draw, the United's on. Just letting people know. Loyalty. But big up, man. Let's go.